Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode daily challenge. So here's the question. Divide array into arrays with maximum difference. So let us go ahead with the question description and then we will be going ahead with the coding part. But before that, we'll first check for the constraint and even example which is there, and then we will come to some conclusion that how we are required to do this question. 1 minute. So you are given an integer array nums of size n and a positive integer k. Divide the array into one or more arrays of size 3. Basically, size of 3 is of one array which is there. Means at max 3 elements could be there. Satisfying the following condition. Each element of nums should be exactly in one array. So whatever means there could be duplicate elements also. So the point is that those duplicate elements which are there, those should be in one array only. And if it exceeds, like there are some elements which are more than 3, right? And you would be required to go to some other array, right? So at that point, we are required to return empty array. And the difference between any two elements in the array is less than or equals to k. And one more condition is there, that the difference between them should be less than or equals to k. And if that is not the case, then we are required to return empty array. Return a 2D array containing all the arrays. If it is impossible to satisfy condition, return an empty array. And if there are multiple answers, return any of them. So basically, in this question, as we are given with array and we are required to divide the array into one or more arrays of size 3, and we are required to satisfy both of these condition, that one element should be in one, means one type of element should be in one of those array, and basically the difference between any two element in that array should be less than or equals to k. So these conditions we need to satisfy. And the next part which comes here is about the constraint. So we can see that constraints are 10 to the power 5. So as per this 10 to the power 5 thing, we are not required to exceed n or n log n time complexity. So basically either this should be the one or this should be the complexity, or basically the complexity should be less than n square. That is the thing, means it shouldn't be n square, it should be less than n square. And other things are, let us check this example and derive that how we are required to code this particular. Now in this given example, if we see that here 1 1, right, 2 times 1 is there, means 1 1, and then 3 comes there, right, then 4. Basically, if we sort this array, then it would be much easier to get the difference between them. And even after sorting, the duplicates will also be in similar lines, right? So first thing is that we will sort them. So after sorting, we will be obtaining some array like 1 1 3 4. Then after that 4, there is 5. Then 6 is not there. 7, 8, 9. So this is which is given to us. So as it is mentioned that all the elements which are there, if there are more than one element of same, right, so we are required to put them in same. So 1 and 1 would be in same array, and 1 minus 3 if we do, so k is 2, right? So 1 minus 3 it is 2, so it is equals to k, so that's why it would be in one array. Now 4 5 7, 4 minus 5 is 1, 5 minus 7 is 2. So again in single array. Then uh okay, 3, I guess it is coming two times. Okay, so we missed this. So thing is 1 1 3 in one array, then 3 4 5 in one array, then 7, 8, 9 in one array. And this is what our answer would be. Now comes the part for the second one. So here, if we see this 1, 3, 3, 2, 7, 3, if we sort them 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, then 3, and then 7. Now, if we check for the difference between them, right? So although it is 1, but 3 is occurring 3 times, right? So it should be in a single array, right? And another thing which they have told us that it should be of size 3, right? So in that context, if we try to accommodate these elements, then 1 and 2 would be one array, and 3, 3, 3 would be one array, and the 7 would be all alone, right? And if we try that 7 comes here, right? So that it becomes an array with 3 elements all together. But when we do difference between 7 and 2, it comes out to be 5, right? Which is greater than this k value. So that's why we are required to return empty. So this is the thing here. Now comes the part that how we will be coding this. So first thing is clear that we will be sorting, right? And now the second thing is as we are required with arrays of size 3. So in that context, after sorting, we will be checking that the elements which are there means the first 3 elements, that means basically the array which is there. So in this, whatever elements which are there, we will be comparing, means taking the difference and checking if it is less than or equal to k. If that is so, then it's fine. We'll continue. If that is not there, then we will be surely exiting out at that moment only and returning this. So that is how we are required to do this question. As we would be sorting, so in that context, it will become a login solution. So let us go ahead and code this. And I hope you got some hint and you can code by yourself, else you can resume this video. So here's the coding part. So here, first we are sorting the same. Then we have taken this answer where we will be returning as per this. Then, now what we are doing, we are just having, means we are just checking because we are starting from 0, right? So that's a 0 plus 2. If we do that, so it would be 0, 1 and 2, right? Basically the third element. So we are checking the third element and subtracting it from I, that is the 0, right? So now here if we check if this particular element which is here as 0, right? And 0, mm, from example, let me explain. So here, if we check this particular, when we sorted this, say we are taking this. Now this third element which is there, right? When we subtract from this the first element, and after that means 3 minus 1, right? So it is 2. And our k here is also 2, right? So here it is less equals to k, right? But if we got something which is greater than k, right? At that moment we will be returning. And here we are checking this thing with every third element which is there. So that is the thing which we are checking. So in that context, we will be able to get all the elements, means all the triplets which are there, and we will be pushing to our final answer. This is how we are doing, means pushing all the triplets all together into our answer, and then we will be moving ahead with plus 3 because we have already pushed 3 elements. So that is how we are doing this particular question. And now comes the part space complexity and time complexity. Time complexity I already explained is order of log n because of this sorting part, and this is already n, right? So it becomes order of n log n. Now the space complexity, it is order of 1 because we are not using any extra space. So this was all for this particular question. If you have any doubt, you could comment that down. So yeah. Thank you.